There is a brutal paradox at the heart of long-range hunting. The cartridges that give you the power to reach out past 1,000 yards, the ones that laugh at wind drift and carry enough energy to anchor a grizzly bear or drop an Alaskan moose where it stands, those cartridges have always lived behind a velvet rope most hunters could never afford to cross. The .338 Lapua Magnum was born in the 1980s to fill the void between two legends. Too light for the .50 caliber Browning machine gun round. Too powerful for the .300 Winchester Magnum. It was a cartridge engineered for one purpose: to reach further, hit harder, and deliver a level of terminal devastation that nothing else in its class could match. For decades, it stayed locked inside the hands of military snipers and elite long-range competitors who had budgets most of us will never see. But the firearms industry does not stand still. Today, 5 rifles exist that bring the raw, uncompromising performance of the .338 Lapua Magnum within reach of the serious hunter who refuses to settle for anything less. These are not compromises. These are not budget rifles dressed up in cheap polymer. These are legitimate precision instruments, ranked from 5 to 1, that prove you do not have to be a government contractor to own a weapon built for the extreme edge of the known range. Stay locked in. Number 5. The Savage 110 Stealth. Before Savage Arms became a household name in precision rifle circles, this company spent over a century building working rifles for working people. Not trophy pieces, not safe queens. Rifles that got dragged through mud, left in truck beds, and expected to perform when the moment arrived. The 110 Stealth carries that legacy into the world of extreme long-range cartridges, chambering the .338 Lapua Magnum inside a platform that most hunters can actually afford to bring home. The engineering detail that sets this rifle apart from every other entry-level option in this caliber is the AccuFit system combined with the AccuStock internal aluminum chassis. Savage did not build a cheap polymer body and call it a day. They engineered a rigid aluminum bedding rail running the full length of the action, eliminating the flex and warp that destroys accuracy under the violent recoil impulse of a .338 Lapua Magnum round. The result is a rifle that holds its zero shot after shot, even when the barrel is running hot. The barrel is a cold hammer, forged heavy-profile 24-inch tube, finished in matte black. It is not fluted, it is not pretty, it is a blunt instrument that absorbs heat and delivers consistency. The felt recoil is significant without a quality muzzle brake installed, and that is the honest deal breaker here. The factory muzzle brake on the 110 Stealth is adequate, but not exceptional, leaving serious shooters no choice but to budget for an aftermarket upgrade. The Savage 110 Stealth in .338 Lapua Magnum carries a street price of approximately $1,399. Number 4. The Bergara B14 HMR. And before we go any further, here is a question for everyone watching right now. The letters HMR in the Bergara B14 HMR stand for one of these 3 things. Is it A, heavy mountain rifle? Is it B, high magnum rated? Or is it C, hunter magnum round? Drop your answer in the comments right now. We will settle this before the video ends. 3, 2, 1. All right, back to the rifle. Bergara is a Spanish manufacturer with roots that run deeper than most American hunters realize. The company operates its own barrel manufacturing facility in the Basque Country, a region of Spain with a centuries-old tradition of precision metalworking and gunsmithing. Every Bergara barrel is cold hammer forged and hand-lapped in-house, which is an extraordinary level of quality control for a rifle in this price range. The B14 HMR was designed from the ground up as a hunting rifle capable of reaching distances that traditional hunting cartridges cannot touch. The chassis is a mini chassis system built from a reinforced polymer with aluminum bedding, providing a rigid foundation without the weight penalty of a full aluminum chassis. The 26-inch medium-heavy contour barrel is optimized for stabilizing heavy for caliber .338 Lapua Magnum projectiles at extended flight distances. The trigger is the Berg trigger system, adjustable between 2.5 and 4 pounds, giving the shooter a crisp, repeatable break on every critical field shot. The deal breaker is the magazine system. The B14 HMR ships with a proprietary detachable box magazine that is difficult to source as a spare, a genuine logistical headache for hunters planning extended backcountry expeditions far from a gun shop. The Bergara B14 HMR in .338 Lapua Magnum carries a street price of approximately $1,499. Number 3. The Ruger Precision Rifle. In 2015, Ruger did something the precision rifle community did not expect from a mainstream American manufacturer. They released a chassis rifle so well engineered, so thoroughly thought out, and so aggressively priced that it forced every other company in the long-range market to reconsider what affordable actually meant. The Ruger Precision Rifle did not just compete, it rewrote the rules of the entry-level precision segment entirely. And when Ruger chambered it in .338 Lapua Magnum, they handed serious long-range hunters a legitimate tool for extreme distance work at a price that had no business being this low. The mechanical innovation that defines this platform is the pre-fit barrel system. Ruger engineered the action around a standardized barrel threading pattern, meaning the owner can swap barrels at home with basic tools, no gunsmith required. For a hunter who wants to run .338 Lapua Magnum in the field and then reconfigure the same action for a different cartridge in the off-season, this modularity represents genuine long-term value that no other rifle in this price range can match. The folding stock is constructed from a multi-position adjustable design with a cold hammer-forged chromoly steel barrel measuring 26 inches, capped with a highly effective muzzle brake that tames the .338 Lapua Magnum recoil impulse to a manageable level. The receiver accepts both right and left-hand bolt configurations, and the handguard is free-floated with full-length Picatinny rail sections at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions for bipod and accessory mounting. The deal breaker is the factory trigger. The Ruger Precision Rifle ships with a trigger that is serviceable but falls short of match-grade standards. Serious shooters at extended distances will feel compelled to replace it with an aftermarket unit, adding an additional $150 to $300 to the total investment before the rifle reaches its full competitive potential. The Ruger Precision Rifle in .338 Lapua Magnum carries a street price of approximately $1,699. Number 2. The Christensen Arms MPR. There is a moment in the evolution of every serious industry when the materials that once belonged exclusively to aerospace engineering begin migrating into the hands of civilians. It happened with titanium, it happened with night vision, and it happened with carbon fiber. Christensen Arms was founded in 1995 in Utah with a single obsession: take the carbon fiber barrel technology developed for the most demanding military and aerospace applications and build it into a hunting rifle that a serious shooter could actually own. The MPR, which stands for Modern Precision Rifle, is the full realization of that obsession chambered in .338 Lapua Magnum. The defining engineering achievement of this platform is the carbon fiber-wrapped stainless steel barrel. Christensen does not simply sleeve a barrel in carbon fiber for cosmetic effect. The carbon fiber is tensioned and wrapped under precise engineering tolerances directly over a hand-lapped stainless steel liner, creating a barrel assembly that is dramatically lighter than a comparable steel profile while simultaneously dissipating heat faster and maintaining harmonic consistency across an extended string of fire. The result is a 26-inch barrel that weighs what a 22-inch steel barrel weighs, without surrendering a single foot per second of velocity or a single minute of angle of precision. The chassis is a billet aluminum construction with a full-length Picatinny top rail and an adjustable folding stock that accommodates shooters of varying builds across all positional shooting scenarios. The bolt is a side baffle design with 3 locking lugs, providing a short 60-degree throw that cycles with the mechanical authority of a rifle costing twice the price. Every external surface is finished in Cerakote, providing the corrosion and abrasion resistance required for backcountry hunts in wet, brutal, unforgiving terrain. The deal breaker here is availability. Christensen Arms builds these rifles in relatively limited production runs, and lead times from authorized dealers can stretch to several months during periods of high demand. A hunter planning a specific expedition with a hard departure date cannot afford to gamble on a rifle that may not ship on time. The Christensen Arms MPR in .338 Lapua Magnum carries a street price of approximately $2,195. Number 1. The Tikka T3x TAC A1. There is a small city in central Finland called Riihimäki. It sits quietly among birch forests and frozen lakes, unknown to most of the world, unremarkable by every measure except one. Inside that city, a factory has been producing rifle actions of such extraordinary mechanical precision for so long that the global long-range shooting community has developed a single word to describe the consistency of every bolt, every trigger, and every barrel that leaves that facility. That word is legendary. Tikka is a division of Sacco, itself a subsidiary of Bergara, and the T3x TAC A1 represents the full convergence of Finnish precision engineering, Italian manufacturing investment, and a century of accumulated knowledge about what a bolt-action rifle must be in order to survive the most demanding conditions on Earth. Chambered in .338 Lapua Magnum, it does not just compete with every other rifle on this list. It renders the comparison almost unfair. The action is the foundation of everything. Tikka machines their receivers to tolerances so tight that the bolt cycles with a smoothness that feels less like a mechanical operation and more like a hydraulic one. There is no slop. There is no rattle. There is no hesitation. The bolt simply moves, locks, and returns with the kind of repeatable authority that competition shooters spend thousands of dollars trying to achieve through aftermarket action blueprinting on lesser platforms. On the T3x TAC A1, that precision arrives from the factory on day one before a single round has been fired through the barrel. The barrel is a cold hammer-forged stainless steel 24-inch heavy profile tube, threaded at the muzzle for the included muzzle brake, which is one of the most effective factory recoil mitigation devices ever fitted to a production rifle in this caliber. Shooters who transition from other .338 Lapua Magnum platforms to the T3x TAC A1 consistently report that the felt recoil impulse is so dramatically reduced that follow-through spotting becomes possible without a dedicated observer. That is not a minor convenience. At distances beyond 800 yards, the ability to call your own shot through the scope immediately after the trigger breaks is a tactical capability that changes the outcome of hunts. The chassis is a fully adjustable aluminum construction with a folding stock mechanism that locks with zero play in both the open and folded positions. The length of pull, cheek riser height, and pistol grip angle are all independently adjustable, allowing the rifle to fit shooters of any build with surgical precision. The cold hammer forged receiver accepts a detachable box magazine with a 5-round capacity, and the entire assembly rides on a full-length Picatinny rail that will accept any scope mounting system on the market without modification. The trigger is where the T3x TAC A1 separates itself from every other rifle on this list in the most decisive possible way. The factory trigger unit is adjustable between 2 and 4 pounds and delivers a break so clean, so consistent, and so devoid of creep or over-travel that many competitive long-range shooters have documented running this rifle in national-level matches without ever touching the trigger adjustment from its factory setting. That is the highest possible compliment any trigger can receive. This is the rifle that was engineered in a frozen Finnish city to perform at the absolute limit of what a production bolt action rifle can achieve. It was built for hunters who understand that extreme range is not a gimmick, that wind drift at 1,000 yards is a physics problem that only precision can solve, and that the rifle they carry into the field must perform on the first shot because in the backcountry there is rarely a second opportunity. The Tikka T3x TAC A1 in .338 Lapua Magnum carries a street price of approximately $1,899. Before we close out, we owe you an answer. Earlier in this video, we asked you what the letters HMR stand for in the Bergara B14 HMR. If you answered A, Heavy Mountain Rifle, you are correct. Drop a comment below if you got it right. And if you got it wrong, that is exactly why you keep watching channels like this one. Now let us talk about what this list actually means. 5 rifles. 5 completely different approaches to the same impossible problem. How do you build a .338 Lapua Magnum hunting rifle that does not require a second mortgage to own? The Savage 110 Stealth answered that question with an aluminum-bedded chassis and a century of working-class American engineering behind it. The Bergara B14 HMR answered it with Spanish barrel-making traditions and cold hammer-forged precision that has no business existing at this price point. The Ruger precision rifle answered it with modular ingenuity and a pre-fit barrel system that gives the serious hunter a platform they can reconfigure and adapt across multiple seasons and multiple missions. The Christensen Arms MPR answered it by pulling carbon fiber technology directly out of the aerospace industry and wrapping it around a hand-lapped stainless steel liner to produce a barrel that weighs nothing and forgives nothing. And the Tikka T3x TAC A1 answered it the way Finland has always answered difficult engineering problems. Quietly, precisely, and better than everyone else in the room. The .338 Lapua Magnum was born on a battlefield. It was refined in competition. And today it belongs to any hunter with the discipline to learn it, the patience to master it, and the judgment to choose the right platform to carry it. Every rifle on this list is that platform. If this video helped you understand what separates a serious long-range hunting rifle from everything else on the market, hit that subscribe button right now. Because the next time you are standing at 1,000 yards with wind moving across the ridge and 1 shot on the clock, you are going to want every advantage this channel has already given you.